This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas.
भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की।
नमस्कार, मैं हूं अशोक व्यास और जब चुनाव के दिन होते हैं तब जनता की निगाहें न केवल मत देने की तरफ रहती हैं बल्कि इस ओर भी ध्यान जाता है कि कौन सी पार्टी जीतने वाली है। और खास करके जब भारत की विधानसभा के चुनाव 4 राज्यों में हुए, परिणाम भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ खिसके दिल्ली से कांग्रेस का सफाया सा हुआ, तो ओवरसीज पार्टी एक भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सपोर्ट में न्यूयॉर्क में भी बनी है।
We intend to send about 5,000 volunteers to India for campaigning. I would encourage you, all of you, to plan your vacation during the month of April, May, when the elections are announced. We won in all the 4 states, from Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, and Rajasthan. This is not the only victory of BJP, but this is the victory of people of India.
ऐसा लगता है कि एक सुबह की नई किरण निकली है आज, और उस नई किरण के साथ हमारे भारत का भविष्य बदलने जा रहा है। सिर्फ एक आदमी के इलेक्ट होने से भविष्य नहीं बदलता। हम सबकी सपोर्ट चाहिए। हम सबको अपने तन, मन और धन से कोशिश करनी चाहिए कि जो आज शुरू हुआ है उसको हम आखिरी अंत तक ले जा सकें।
This is the beauty of democracy. If you don't perform, you don't last. This is victory of democracy. Doesn't matter what party, what group, and people look for alternative. This is moment of alternative, change, and it's welcome. As far as RP is concerned, RP Global Health Summit will be held this year in January in Ahmedabad, Gujarat. It will be inaugurated by no other but Narendra Modi himself. And we are looking forward for all the participation, and congratulations to India and its people for their democratic elections and change, not by sword, not by terrorism, but by democracy.
We are fortunate that Narendra Modi will lead this fight so that the whole of country looks like Gujarat today, prosperous, industrious, and achieving.
It's a beginning of a new era. We all wanted it, and I hope that the new government which is coming and will come with a big bang and will do whatever they have decided and whatever they have promised.
ये जो चुनावों का परिणाम हमारे सामने आया है, क्या इसमें ये संकेत छुपा हुआ है कि आने वाले समय में भारत को नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में मिलेगा, या ये संकेत मात्र है उस बात का कि जनता बदलाव चाहती है? हाउ वी रीड एंड एनालाइज this particular result, which has shown strong BJP in Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, as well as Madhya Pradesh. So briefly, I would begin with you, Banshi Bhai.
We really congratulate Narendra Modi and all the 4 states who has so much given such a support to him, and we wish him all the success. And but BJP, we are sure we are going to win, and Narendra Modi will prevail, and we will have a new prime minister with a change of leadership and no corruption, and India is going to prosper in the new era, new golden era.
You know, sometimes back in 1977, BJP did win the election because the Congress didn't perform well. And then the BJP didn't do too great, and it's a compliment to the Indian population and the electorate. They said, enough, out. The Congress didn't do well, and now the population said, enough of Congress, enough of corruption, enough of nepotism, enough of reservation. I want somebody, and it's a change, and change is needed. It's an opportunity, great opportunity to win 4 states. And if they do perform well in these 4 states where they have won, then they will be in Delhi. If they don't perform so well in these 4 states, that's like a 6 months interim period where you're working as an intern. You don't perform well, you don't have a job.
Important part is congratulations to the youth of India, which have really been energized. And that's one of the greatest things Narendra Bhai has really done.
नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने हमको एक रास्ता दिखाया है और अकेला आदमी होके उसने पूरे हिंदुस्तान को री एनर्जाइज करके रिवाइटलाइज करके जो एनर्जी पैदा कर दी है, पूरा इंडिया 1 मिलियन लोग 1 बिलियन लोग उसके पीछे चलने को तैयार हैं। सेमीफाइनल तो हमने जीत ली, अभी फाइनल हम जीतने वाले हैं जल्दी से।
I think India has risen. It has woken up the community and young people. I think this is the dawn we were all looking for. I have lived through the reservation, going to medical school and waiting for last day when we will get on the merit. I think we deserve, and India deserves, a leader with strength and a character, and Mr. Modi has proven himself, and we are going to continue helping him. Thank you.
Look at India now. Baba Ramdev is there, Subramanian Swami is there, and these people are showing what to do. And we sitting here as the NRI can play a very important role to shape India's future. And it's only possible if we act and do something. Celebration is very good, but action is very important.
I have some memories with Modi ji. Actually, he came here in about 13 years ago. And I was giving responsibility to picking up and bring him to, what's the name, restaurant? Maharaja restaurant. So that's the first time I went to meet him in the hotel. When I knocked his door, he opened his door and just hugged me. I never knew him before, but I had a feeling that, this guy is very close to my heart, And I took him in my car and took it to Maharaja restaurant. And during that period, whatever we talked about India, I felt this guy is very strong and he has very clear-cut conception. And I dreamed one day if he become a prime minister, India will change. And looks like my dream is going to be true.
We know very well that Ted Koppel and Farid Zakaria said it several times that Indian electorate is much more intelligent. And as Dr. Coker mentioned, that the Indian electorate now can change again if we don't do. So I think we have a more monumental task ahead of us, that we continue to show what Narendra Modi stands for. Chanakya in his book Arthashastra wrote, a emperor should rule the nation by virtues. And I think Modi stands for virtues. And as long as we will stand behind him, and as long as the other political leaders will follow him, I think it will be changed forever.
As an independent thinker, Dr. Narendra Kukad Sahab, Modi has been, of course, identified with what happened in Gujarat, Godhra, and overall there has been this tussle of secularism and communalism. In the light of the kind of image which has been given to Modi either by Congress or by the media or in general, do you see Modi as a national leader, even though there is a reflection of overall thinking tilted towards BJP at this point?
I'm so happy you asked me this question. I didn't expect any simpler question from you except the tough one. I personally believe, and not only I believe, the states and the courts in India have exonerated Modi. It is unfortunate that whenever something happens to a minority in India, the Western media is very quick to point the blame, and they just say it is the Hindus. It is not Modi, it is not the Hindus. If you come and burn my house, I have a right to stop you. If you come and attack me, I have a right to defend myself. So what happened in Godhra is not what the Hindus did. What happened in Godhra is what the Muslims did. Sorry to say it as bluntly as I can. And then to say Modi is communalist, that is not true. It is really an independent man who is doing the best for his state and now hopefully for the country. And I would say for sure and without any doubt, if anybody is exonerated of a crime in the United States by the courts, the case is settled. In India, they just want to keep lingering on. If anybody has to be prosecuted for this, it is really the ones who perpetuating the myth that he is still responsible. And that's what I personally believe.
I appreciate your comments, Dr. Kukar. And when we are away from India, our interest in the Indian politics is kind of lukewarm. But sometimes there is more warmth in terms of our interest here. So, Dr. Arvind Shah, there has been this case that Modi was denied visa to America. Do you see that is also significant in the light of this election, and that Modi is now seen as a potential prime ministerial candidate? Anything, there has been references of action on the part of NRIs. How do you see your role from now till Indian election?
The Modi has proven this time in these 4 states that he is the one who is going to mobile all the voters for BJP, and he's going to change India. He's not pro-Hindu, he's pro-India. That's what he always says. I'm pro-India. He never talk like a pro-Hindu or anything like that. And he's a neat, clean, uncorrupted leader. So we need a leader like that. And it's not for us, particularly who are living here, for Indians in India. I think they need a change, and the Modi is going to bring the change. That's why we should bring Modi here also as a respectable person from India, respectable leader from India. We'll do everything that we can to see that can be achieved.
India is on the crossroads of change, and we see the contours of political landscape changing very, very closely in a way that we see in these elections that happened just recently. And we see a very wise electorate that understands what the priorities are in India at this point of time. Mr. Sewani already mentioned what BJP is addressing, but issues of, tracking corruption, affordable housing, talking about 3 square meals a day for people, water scarcity. All these issues are Millennium Goals for the United Nations, but these are the main issues that internally India has to address. And I'm sure we see this victory of BJP right now, and we're going to be second guessing because all eyes are on India in 2014 for a better India, that addresses the issue of corruption, which has become so rampant in India at this point of time. And let's see for a better India, which stands high in the global world.
This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas.
Congratulations to India, Indians, specifically those 4 states, citizens of those 4 states who choose very wisely to cast their votes and elect the leaders for better tomorrow. Everything is spoken. So this is all I'm going to say. Congratulations to BJP. Congratulations to the leadership. Keep the good work. That's all is count. It doesn't matter who the leader is, as long as leader who make promise, keep promise, and work for the people.
My point is, whenever we want to do a work for our Indian community, please go there, do the work, and make sure that we don't get rejoiced, because I'm from Karnataka, where BJP had won, lost it because of the lack of central leadership, in the BJP itself. Make sure that you don't lose the states that you have won. And that's the most important thing. And we all have to bring back our own rule.
When we are talking about Narendra Modi, we are talking about change, we are talking about someone with virtue as a leader. This is the similar agenda on which Aam Aadmi Party has shown a miraculous victory in Delhi. So how do you differentiate what is being offered by Aam Aadmi Party and BJP at this point of time for the electorate?
BJP and the AAP are different than BJP because the ANP has not that much leadership, because this is just in the beginning, and the BJP proved in Gujarat and other state also they have done tremendously progress each state, and this is beginning of this Delhi AAP came and they're going to start. But I don't think they can get more response. Thank you.
And before we conclude this small conversation, Surinder ji, are you surprised with the results? The way BJP has clearly almost pushed Congress to the corner in Rajasthan, and results have been encouraging overall for BJP.
I'm not at all surprised, it was expected. But before I say anything else, I want to clarify the certain words used. Like the word used in Hindu, it did not start with any religion, it did not start with any other agenda. It was a Sindh river, we started calling it Hindus, and then when British came, they cannot pronounce Hindu, they started calling Hindu, and their divide and rule, whatever they call, they started saying that one culture is a Muslim and everybody else living there is Hindu. We still have a very great culture and philosophy and our scripts. I still believe Hindu, even in the constitution, the word Hindu means everybody who is living in Bharat or India. So I have seen, as far now let's go to Modi, I have seen Modi a true follower of the word Hindu. When we say the word that the Hindu Raj, I don't feel that it is a sort of a communal. And Hindu Raj means that everybody living in Hindu and they will be ruling. There's nothing wrong with that.
Wonderful. So, not surprising results as expected by him, and he very interestingly shared and highlighted the way Hindu to him means anybody living in India, which many people may not agree. But when he connects it with the approach of Modi and says that for Modi, the definition of Hinduism means all Indians, in a way that kind of helps in establishing Modi's national image. All said and done, right now time of celebration for BJP, but also time of resolve, commitment, and to put their acts together. And as Dr. Narendra Kukar mentioned in his address, this is internship period for BJP. In the next 6 months or so, they have to prove how they are performing in these 4 states for them to claim their position on the national scene.
You know what? I have always taken issues with Narendra Modi's invitation to United States and the clamor that people here in United States have that Narendra Modi has to be invited, Narendra Modi has to get a visa. I take a different approach. I say Narendra Modi is too big. He is a leader of India, whether he becomes Prime Minister or not. He is a preeminent leader of India. If America does not have the wisdom to invite a preeminent leader of India, 1.2 billion population, that is the unfortunate part of American foreign policy. And that has been the sad part of American foreign policy ever since I have been a kid in high school. America has always favored dictators, theocratic states, and nepotism. America in its foreign policy has never favored, except in the Western Europe, a democratic and a secular country. It is a sad reflection of highly educated American politicians that they are so naive, they are so shallow in their thinking that some of them are even creating issues that there are people in India who are not being treated well while they're forgetting everything else. So I would say Narendra Modi should not say, give me a visa. America should say, Narendra Modi, please come. And he will say, I will come, sir, if you want me. You don't want me? Keep your country. I'm very happy in India and I'll stay there.
That's very good.
So, Narendra Kukar ji shares not only his name with Narendra Modi, but some of the ideas probably that Narendra Modi is standing for. And I don't have the opportunity to seek the response of President Barack Obama on what Dr. Cooker just said about America's foreign policy. But for now, I would say that a time is due for the right things to happen in its due course, and we'll probably see that America also realizes, and we have seen what Narendra Cooker said. Partly I would probably agree in terms of America's relationship with India and Pakistan, especially when Musharraf was leading Pakistan, and the kind of camaraderie and warm relationship with America shared with Pakistan with Musharraf, who was a dictator, as compared to their position with respect to their relations with India. And the discussion goes on and on. But today, as we conclude, again, voters have given their verdict in favor of BJP in 4 states. Rajasthan has simply shown that Congress is almost marginalized with just 20-something seats and over 160 seats going in favor of BJP. The same has been the case, addition of some seats in Madhya Pradesh. Chhattisgarh has also been good for BJP, not that much Delhi, I would say. And as we just take few more moments, do you think in Delhi the results are more significant and representative of the national ethos? So that kind of speaks that maybe collectively in India, it is not BJP or Modi wave as many people are assuming it to be.
I personally feel and believe that Aam Aadmi Party's win in Delhi is really a reflection of unhappiness of the common man with the Congress and the way the Congress had been running Delhi, and maybe that is for the rest of India. It is really, if I were part of leading Congress, I would really be spending sleepless nights and saying, what the hell did I do wrong? They know what they have been doing wrong. Okay, so I think Aam Aadmi Party is not a win for BJP, it is more a reflection of negativity against the Congress. But be as it may, it is better to have your enemy divided rather than consolidated.
And you may like it or not like it, Dr. Cooker, but at this point what you said is exactly what Congress leader Sonia Gandhi has said, that they are going to introspect and try to find out where did they go wrong. But we'll be right at this point, and thanking all these gentlemen for joining me in talking about the impact of the results of 4 states in India. Thank you all of you for being with us. This is Ashok Vyas.
Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki Jai! Bharat Mata ki Jai!
This is Wide Angle with Ashok Vyas.